Start in a straight standing position, head looking forward. Feet should be between hip and shoulder width apart, with the toes facing outward slightly. The knees should be inside the ankles, and the hips should be inside the knees. To begin the squat, sit the hips backwards, simultaneously bending the knees. Keep the back flat and the head neutral with the spine. This means you will be looking forward and slightly down. Do not crane the neck to look upward. This will cause the back to arch. Lower yourself downward until the crease of the hips is even with the top of the knees, or until the upper leg is parallel to the ground. Take a moment to notice the depth that Buzz is reaching here. Going higher than this will not produce the most benefit possible and can lead to strength imbalances in the lower body, putting us at greater risk for injury. Going deeper than this will increase our mobility, but does not recruit any more muscle than the parallel depth squat. It will also limit the amount of weight we can use, which will slow down any strength gains that could be had by using heavier weight. As you ascend, be sure to keep the back flat. Push the knees outward, being sure not to let them collapse inward toward each other. Repeat for the desired amount of repetitions.
Squats can be done with weights in the hands held in front of you or on your shoulders, but as you get stronger, back squats with a bar will be the best way to add resistance and difficulty. The form will stay very much the same, with a high bar position pictured here. With a high bar squat, the bar rests on top of your traps and not on your neck. The elbows stay tucked in at the sides and stay in line with the torso throughout the squat. Some people may prefer a lower bar position. This gives the lifter more leverage and thus they can lift heavier weight. Although reaching depth is more difficult with this version of the weighted back squat, the benefit of being able to use more resistance will develop strength and muscle mass quicker. With this bar position, the form changes slightly as the lifter will need to hinge farther over at the waist so that the weight doesn't pull them backward. Whichever bar position you choose, the key thing to remember is that the bar should start in line with the midpoint of the feet and move in a straight line up and down throughout the lift. As you practice squatting, a good place to start is with a box squat like the one Buzz will demonstrate here. Simply start with a bench, chair, or other solid object behind you, set up just below the knee. Focus on sitting the hips backwards until contact is made with the object. You can choose to rest for a moment before raising up, or you can ascend at first contact. This exercise is especially helpful if you struggle to get the correct depth in your squat, as it gives you a safe place to land if you cannot ascend upwards otherwise. As you get better at squatting, you can change elements of the squat to target specific areas of the lower body. Variations like wide stance or narrow stance squats, both shown here, complement the normal squat very well. Both of these variations, as well as the box or bench squat shown a moment ago, can be completed with no weight, dumbbells held in the hands, or a barbell on the back.